Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call Her Daddy, where two white dudes talk about feminist issues because they have a real stake in them.
And we also know a
Um,
lot about them.
we're also very versed in feminist topics. Sorry, that was a
God, I got
stupid
my
joke.
master's in gender studies in like 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Man, head of the curve.
well,
I don't know. I don't know when gender studies was added to, like, the university curriculum or
of
whatever. I
course
don't
you
know.
wouldn't.
I know. I'm just I'm a huge scumbag. And my name is Elliot. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I'm your other scumbag, Skylar.
That's right.
I don't
And
know a thing about gender studies
yeah,
or
no.
gender in general.
I'm very not versed in anything. That was all a joke at the beginning, you guys. I just,
I know what I
um
see on Twitter,
yeah.
and that's Twitter's the truth. Twitter is the
Is the
ultimate.
end all be all.
But like, fuck Facebook, fuck MySpace, fuck Instagram, Twitter. That's where all the real ones are at. Am I right?
It's I
At Skylar Banfield.
Yeah. My Oh fuck, I forgot what I was at Elliot Sherwood perfectly, like forever ago in high school when it was still like I didn't have a smartphone
It was fresh.
and
It was new.
yeah, like you would text your like Twitter number and
Well,
then
you
it would
put your whole
post it.
name out there, and it's
Yeah.
it's. I don't want to give that up, but I also kind of understand why some people use a pseudonym.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I use a pseudonym for everything else, but like that was also, that was way back in the day. And I thought it was kind of cool at Elliot Sherwood spelled the right way and it was the whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
Um
It's good to hang on to. I mean, I have mine too,
I
but it's all set to private and shit.
well, I was going to say I didn't like cuz when I re-signed up for it a couple years, no, maybe like last year or whatever. I had to use a different name because at Elliot Sherwood was still like locked and I couldn't like, prove that was me. I have no idea what fucking email address I was using during those days or so, I had to
Yeah,
use a
no, of
different one
course not.
at L Sherwood. That was a cool one, I think.
And that's where you can find us, people,
Anyway,
if you
it's
care
also
to.
deactivated, so whatever. I I don't use
Except you
Twitter.
can't find him. 'Cause it's deactivated.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
No, you're good. I was
Uh
just listening.
oh, wow. Okay. You said nothing for like a whole I thought
I
I
was
thought
trying to be
like
a good
Discord
co-host,
dropped.
Elliot.
I'm sorry. I didn't have anything else to say. I just thought that that, that your Discord dropped or whatever. I was like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
no, that's a possibility. Not this time though. I was just listening
I
in.
mean, if you were just listening, that was nice. Thank you for listening. Sometimes I just need people to listen, and I think that's, it's good to be heard every now and then.
That's all we want as people, man.
Yeah. I mean, everybody just wants to be recognized for the soul that is inside of them, the consciousness that, is really deep down, the deep jelly part of our inner being that, we don't really identify with this body, this meat husk, you know? We want somebody to acknowledge that ethereal goo that, we think that we define as the I, the capital I, the self.
Well, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty deep.
I don't know. I listen to a lot of like a lot of Buddhist stuff and a lot of Zen stuff and a lot of like philosophy and so yeah, I've been thinking about these things.
What
Listen
is
to a
the
lot of
self?
Yeah.
What is a self?
Yeah, what exactly is a self, you know? And then like, well, if you can figure that out, then that means there's an other. So then how do you define the other? Is, everything that isn't you? But then, how do you define what is you? Is, yeah. I don't know, these are questions I ask myself on a daily basis as I'm
Shopping at
just,
like a Whole Foods or something. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a Whole Foods up here. But there is like a different organic shop that I've been to once, and I spent way too much money. But that
Did
was
you
because
feel
I
good about yourself though?
I did, and the food I got from there was, I mean, it was fucking fantastic, dude. Like the vegetables, I got some like fresh carrots and some fresh baby spinach, and
Did you get that
I want
ABC like SpaghettiOs that you can spell your name in?
I actually did get those. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was only 3 cans on the shelf left because it's a very popular item
Very
in most
exclusive.
organic food
Very, very
stores.
exclusive. You wouldn't
Yeah.
understand it if you lived anywhere but America.
That's
We have
right.
we have an acquired taste for fine dining here in America.
Fine dining, fine dining and breathing
I mean,
is all
sometimes in the
that.
shape of macaroni that looks like a dinosaur
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
tastes
Wait.
very
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
cheesy. Yeah, very good.
I was
Sometimes
gonna
you
say
throw some,
macaroni.
yeah, macaroni and you throw some hot dogs in there. And hot dogs for
Mm-hmm.
people are just, it's a pork. It's a very high class pork, but it's all
Oh.
squished into a tube and
Mm. I mean, if you're
delicious.
if you're lucky to get all pork, that is.
I mean, it's mostly pork.
Yeah, mostly. There's
It's
also
good
some
enough.
leftover beef that gets in there, and unless you're one of these like super duper elites who gets the like all beef hot dogs,
But
you
anyway, you
know.
wrap it up in some cheese and bacon, and it tastes pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Dude, macaroni and cheese, okay. I for a very long time, I still to this day I don't like regular just macaroni and cheese, you know. I like have to get something fancy. Like I've eaten so much of the fucking just plain, elbow noodles in powdered cheese that I just can't eat it anymore. So I always have to get something fancy, uh
Like
like shells.
Velveeta.
Yes.
It's that
Unfortunately, yeah.
it's that pre-mixed cheese that
Mhm.
I mean it's probably
Yeah.
just powdered cheese and milk and whatever, but it's already pre-mixed for you,
Yeah, it's
so
mixed up for you, so you don't even have to like cuz I don't really drink milk, so if I don't have milk at the house, how am I going to make macaroni and cheese powdered? Oh, wait, they give you the cheese mix already mixed up and their shells, so it's like you feel like you're eating
something
from the
fancy.
from
Yeah,
the
so, it's
on the
like
beach.
yeah, like you're in Italy or something and
Yeah.
some old man named Georgio comes up to you and he's like, "This is my famous recipe." It's just
You're like,
shells and
"Wow,
cheese.
the shells are just perfect."
They're
You hate
perfect, and the cheese, it's almost like you didn't squeeze it out of an aluminum foil bag. Perfect, though.
Yeah. It's even, it's mixed up well enough that you don't get a big old chunk of cheese that's super concentrated in one bite by accident.
Of course not, no.
So,
It's a rookie mistake.
yeah, it is. Yeah. That's one of those, like, what, you don't have a wooden spoon? I don't have a wooden spoon. What? No, yeah, I do. I do have a wooden spoon. I can say that. Um, but yeah, you gotta mix up that. You gotta mix it up with the wooden spoon, get in real deep with it, you know? If you're not, like, getting macaroni all over your fingers and wrists and forearms. You're not mixing hard enough.
Making macaroni and cheese is very much a, like, it's a spiritual, sexual kind of thing
It
for us
is very
Americans.
sexual. It's mostly sexual,
For all you
actually.
Europeans and anyone like the Asian continents, it's, macaroni and cheese. Like you want to cook your way to a man's heart, all you need to do is just make it some good mac and cheese. That's it.
Oh, oh man. Some straight up comfort food. That is a fantastic topic. Good point, Skylar.
We do
Comfort
live in the
foods.
Midwest, and we're
Yeah.
cheese and
Oh man.
mainly
What's your
cheese.
favorite? What's your favorite like comfort food meal?
Favorite comfort food meal?
Yeah.
I mean chicken. I love chicken. Like
Okay.
it's the white meat.
Mhm. Mhm. What kind of chicken though?
Chicken breast, chicken leg, chicken. I mean anything.
Just anything? That's a very wide. That's almost like a genre of food
Well,
is
I mean,
chicken. You know
some
what I
people
mean?
like steak and they'll eat steak or hamburger or anything like that. For me, it's,
Yeah.
that white meat. Some people like fish too.
Uh-huh. I just meant like, okay, like specific if
Oh,
you had to pick one specific comfort food meal, what would it be?
oh, shit. Okay. Well,
It's almost you could almost think of it as like death row, what's your last meal before being hanged in front of a jury of your own peers or whatever happens.
okay. All right, I got that. Like pork chops and gravy and like homemade
Ooh.
gravy.
Oh.
I love
Oh.
chicken, but if it was my last meal, yeah, I would take pork
Mm.
chops.
Pork chop.
Fuck pigs.
Yeah.
I know that they can be household pets. That's fine. I'm not
I
going to eat
guess.
like cat legs or anything like that unless,
Uh,
it's end of the world. But we're not going to get
yeah.
into that tonight. If
Hopefully
it was
not.
if it was like a hog, yeah, fuck. I'd fucking eat some pork chops and gravy
Oh,
made out of the
nice.
fat of their children.
Oh. Mm. That's good. That's good, man. I love some pig products.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
the closer they are to a family pet, the better they taste, right?
That's true. Yeah. Apparently, no, I'm not gonna. I
We're
did
losing
read.
all the vegans on this episode, by the
Yeah, we
way,
are.
just so everyone's
Yeah.
aware.
Sorry, guys. I like follow a diet, but it's not like a, oh, I need to lose weight diet. It's just like a
It's not like
meal.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, it's just
You're
like,
not going out into the ocean fishing. Well, I mean, you'd be going out into the bayou and fishing
yeah.
for some grub.
Ripping crawfish out of holes and all kinds of stuff. Dude, there used to be, for those of you who don't know, I used to live in Louisiana when I was a young child. So things are very different there than, whatever. But I would see like in the ditches during certain times of the year. I think it's spring, but like there would be little crawfish holes that they build it up out of the dirt and mud or whatever, and you could totally just like stick your hand down there and grab one. It was crazy. I didn't do it because I was a fucking little bitch boy, scared of everything child, so but I've seen it done. It's so weird. I don't understand. I've never read up on their biology or whatever, like because they're crustaceans
Yeah, that
in
sounds
the
right.
crab family, and the crab family are straight up like fossils come to life, like they're like dinosaurs.
Yeah, they are.
Is that right? Am I totally wrong?
No, I feel like it's right to some extent. we get crawfish and stuff up here as well, here in Kansas.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
What's your address again?
well, here it is. Beep, beep,
No,
beep,
don't say
beep,
it.
beep, 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 and just fucking blurt that whole section out, and this whole part out with just a beep.
Yeah, just one solid beep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all women.
That's right. Wow. That's a very beautiful.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for that.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. That's where I live, though. So if anyone wants to
Oh,
come find me, that's where I am.
excellent.
If you care enough, if you followed all the clues from episode 1, you could probably find me on Facebook. Every episode has a clue somewhere, just
That's
there's a couple seconds of it every episode, but at this point now I'm willing to say, hey, if you've listened to every episode all the way through and you found that exact like timestamp saying what my Facebook name is, good job.
wow. Some real sleuths in the audience, if that's the case. For them cracking it. This is very much a book 10 of the series of unfortunate events books, A Slippery Slope.
Oh, so she kisses not her brother, but
What?
everyone wanted her to kiss her brother.
What? No, you're not thinking of the right series.
A series of unfortunate events in the slippery
Yeah,
slope.
yeah.
Slippery slope was kissing
It
his
wasn't him
brother.
kissing.
No, like, okay, all right.
That was the secret code that Lemony Snicket put in the book. Is
That was the
kissing
book
your
where she like
brother.
kissed like her love interest, and everyone, not everyone,
Oh shit, that's right.
but yeah, that was where
Yeah.
she kissed her love interest, and it
Uh,
wasn't her brother.
uh,
But it's funny
Quigley.
to legally. What do you mean legally? They were the same age.
What? I honestly forgot. I was just referring to the code, the secret code that Lemony Snicket put in the book and, made it a big deal. It was exactly in the same vein as you leaving these little codes in our
Oh,
podcasts.
okay, kind of like how
That's
they
what I
have
was
the. All
referring
right,
to.
all right, that's fine.
Yeah. I wasn't referring to the characters allegedly kissing their brothers. That is completely beside the point. It's a great series of books, by the way.
And it's a great
Probably
series of books. Very
very,
great.
very formative in my younger.
Probably more formative in mine, just by how I
Oh, probably more. Is it a
maybe.
competition now, bro?
I don't know. I don't know, dude. Probably.
Probably. We're gonna have a lemony snick off, or it doesn't sound right.
I was a fan before they had a Netflix show. I was a fan before they
Oh
had a
yeah,
Nickelodeon show.
bro. They had a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, they, bro.
Oh, the movie. They had that movie with Jim Carrey.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. But I mean, I read the books as a wee lad. You know what I'm saying?
all of them.
All of them. The only one I ever owned was the last one, number 13. It was a gift for me from one of my family members, probably my mom, because I was super into them and it was the end of it and I was like, "Oh, wow." And it fucking blew my little mind. That was the only one I ever owned.
It
I had to
should have
read them
blown
all
your
from the
little
library.
mind. It should
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. That shit was dark and it was it was probably my kickoff into Edgar Allan Poe because it was like,
Yeah, that
yeah, it
sounds
was like a
about
stepping
right. It was a
stone
very,
that I
yeah.
was like, whoa, man, this shit is dark. Like, there are stories about, like, that aren't happy all the time. What is this? Who is this guy? Edgar Allan Poe? What did he write about a fucking bird? What is this? And then, yeah. And then, you fall into the hole. And then the next thing you know, you have a Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. And you're snuggling a giant Jack Skellington body pillow. It's just how these things go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is.
It is also a slippery slope,
It's a
one
slippery
might
slope.
say.
Yeah, that's what this was all about. That's what the Baudelaire children try to tell us. It's a slippery slope into adulthood.
Yeah,
And
because adulthood just fucking sucks, man.
yeah,
It is the pits, dog.
yeah,
It's
it
not
ain't
all
great.
bad.
I mean, it's not
Yeah,
terrible, but
it's not that bad.
there are
I
worse
like to
things.
complain. Yeah.
At least comparatively to the the extant that is my life. There are
The
things that
X.
were probably worse.
Yeah, certainly.
I mean, not
Certainly.
as bad as sitting in front of this microphone in you know, a room with four walls and just losing myself, man. Just
Yeah.
absolutely. Where am I?
Yeah. I agree. Isn't that the best way to describe a room? Is that it has four walls?
And you don't know where you are,
Oh, yeah. It's like
or you
the
know exactly where you are.
yeah. I I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, what did you do anything cool on Halloween?
No, absolutely not. I stayed
Man,
home and did pretty much nothing.
shit. That's what I did too. I had like a single pumpkin beer, and that was basically it. As it's just real sad. I was waiting on the Halloween candy to go on sale. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna buy candy on Halloween, pay exorbitant prices. I was waiting for that, that day later sale, get rid of all the candy.
But now everybody knows about that.
I
It's like
mean, I didn't think it was like a huge secret. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm not
sorry, poor
disappointed in
people.
you. It's okay. It's all right. I
I
mean,
gave
fuck.
away the Halloween secret.
Yeah, that you can get. The adult secret is that you can buy as much candy as you want without repercussions.
That's right.
That's the secret. I mean, you could just
Yep.
go fucking go to Dollar General and buy $20 worth of candy, and it's gonna be way more than enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be like 20, 30, 40 times much for a child. But you can buy all that. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh
No one
man.
cares.
That's right. That's right.
Not even the pretty girl that works the that works the one register.
Yeah, the only register.
Yeah.
And she's seen you in there alone buying
Yeah, she
like,
sees me buying fucking chicken nuggets and a hot
mm-hmm.
pocket.
Yeah.
She's like,
This
"Wow."
this single microwave meal that's like, the big hungry man. So she knows you're a big tough guy for sure.
Yeah,
Like
I have to
you
get the
wouldn't
hungry man that has the brownie in it, the little tiny the little tiny that thing that makes my dick a little bigger.
That's right. I I forget which one of those like kid ones had the penguin smoke spokesperson cartoon who
No, I
would
know what
jump
you're
out of the
talking
meal.
about.
Yeah. I wish I could think of the name of it.
He was probably pretty hung.
Pro the penguin announcer for the
Yeah, I mean,
children's
he was like,
microwave meals.
as big as like Club Penguin and shit got. I mean, he was probably pretty popular.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
At
I
least with
saw
like
him.
everything now that's getting made with, anthropomorphic animals that are humans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not that
Everything that's
there's
getting. How much is getting made with anthropomorphic?
I don't know, there was like Zootopia. That was the big one.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, then on Netflix
Oh,
there's like Beastars,
I
and
did. Yeah, I did watch season 1 of Beastars.
you bet you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I tried to start season 2. I got a couple episodes in, and I was just like, "What am I doing?"
You know, that's just how it is.
It's judgmental. I'm sorry. It would be a good show, like if you just don't pretend that they're animals, but I don't know. It's kind of like a major plot point, so it's hard to swap them out with regular humans in my brain. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. Whew. So obviously, I didn't plan anything for this fucking episode, you guys.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't either. It's great.
Yeah. I guess I could go back and look at my notes, from the last couple episodes.
Not great,
Not,
right? We talked about
no,
Squid
they're,
Game last time. It's pretty
mm-hmm.
fun. That was good. I mean, if we
Yeah.
go into the Lost episode,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, let me find the lost episode one.
we talked about
Um,
Seinfeld for a hot minute. We talked
oh,
about
yeah.
uh modern day Seinfeld, How I Met Your Mother,
Oh, yeah.
which is
Yeah,
just,
I had that whole rant, and I talked about the rant last episode, I think. So,
yeah.
um, oh, dude, you did bring up this, The Office, Stanley Hudson, like, doing his own, like, he had, like, a cryptocurrency at one
Yeah.
point, and he has, like, a Kickstarter. I thought that was kind of crazy. I did a little research into it, and
It's legit, right?
I mean, the like spin-off show that's canon to The Office but not really canon to The Office is that's gonna happen. I think it got funded for at least one episode on its Kickstarter. Uh, other than that, I don't know like anything about Stanley Nichols. I think is what he I think is what he
Yeah,
called it.
Stanley Nichols. Yeah. Um,
I don't know enough about like crypto
there was
anything,
one,
man.
okay, there was one dude who like actually called him out on it. His
Mm.
name was Gus Johnson, and he called Stanley out and his, producers, whatever, the guys that were making a lot of money off it. Called him out because he did actually spend a lot of money on being a side character in a Stanley spin-off office thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But recently he came into some shit himself,
Mm.
which is almost it just kind of seems like what Stanley would want, as far as not wanting like people that invested in it to actually be in it,
Mm.
but not like he set it up. Like he just like let everything play out.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird. I did look at like the Kickstarter page, and there's a lot of like it made me question uh like intellectual property and shit like that. I don't understand anything like that show business wise, but like they're they're like selling Or if you donate so much, you get like, Stanley artwork, but it's like, a depiction of Stanley holding a crossword puzzle, like with like pretzels and stuff. So it's like clearly
Was he
from
trying
The
to do
Office
the?
Stanley, but it's like how much of The Office's intellectual property does it control of, like, the individual characters' arcs and stuff? Like if you play a character on it's like with an ensemble, I don't know, that seems weird. I was gonna say, like, if one of the Batmans decided, like, George Clooney can just have a Batman hood on in every one of his pictures or something and sell it and make money off that because, like, he played Batman. But I don't think it works like that, I don't know. I just thought it was I thought it was interesting. I don't know how all the rules work in show business. Obviously, I'm not a fucking showman.
Elliot.
Hello?
Elliot.
What?
This episode kind of sucks.
You've, like, I've been talking, you've just been silent for so long.
That's because this episode sucks.
Oh,
We
alright.
need to
Well,
spice it up.
okay. I thought that was kind of spicy information, but what do you think would spice it up? What do you got?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Well, goddamn, man.
Oh, I wasn't trying to like call you out,
Oh,
bro.
okay. I thought
You
you were
made it
getting
spicy. No, absolutely
straight up
not.
belligerent with me, bro.
No,
All
of
right.
course not, Elliot. I think everything you have to say is interesting.
Oh, that's just because you want to fuck me. Not
Duh.
everything I say is that interesting.
Of course. Elliot, God. It took you how many years to take you to figure that out? Wow.
Fuck, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm just realizing it now.
Like, tell me something interesting, please. For once in your goddamn life.
Oh. Damn. All right.
I
So my
killed a
Halloween
man once.
Oh. Wow. How old was he?
How old was he?
Yeah.
Old enough
Oh, to get killed?
to get killed. Ooh, it's Halloween.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Got me. What I was going to say was I used to get sick on Halloween a lot, like, but now that I'm, like, looking back on it, so a part of me thinks it's just, like, psychosomatic, that I just, like, was a little freakazoid and was afraid of crowds, so then my brain, like, made me sick, or, like, I believed I was sick so that I didn't have to go out. But I was throwing up one year, so, like, I don't know, maybe it was maybe it just happened once that I actually was sick, and then my brain said, "Oh, we just get sick on this day."
Ugh.
Yeah.
You need to have it on the track.
Yeah.
You were sick. You were sick there.
We'll soundboard that, yeah.
Yeah.
With our super fancy podcast tech.
As you're going through your life, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just, part of me thinks that I just, like, made it up, Like, I was for sure sick one time. Like, definitely 100%. But then after that, like, Um, I mean, I wasn't sick for all of them, but like I definitely felt bad, and like part of the whole I just don't like October in general. Like I just have a bad like it just like mentally it fucks with me, you know? It's like a low point in the year if you were to chart, you know, your one's baseline mood and or just like disposition in general, you know, and it would up and down, you know, whatever normal kind of feelings, but then October is usually just a hard dip for me, dude, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to like fix that.
You're from
You know what I mean?
Louisiana, right?
I mean, not really, but
You're from California, right?
not really again. Uh
So is it when the GDP or when the shrimp population falls? Is when you when you really feel it.
you know, it's probably it. That's you know, I'd stop smelling shrimp in the super humid air. It was like breathing water. Like I don't know how people in the South haven't developed gills over just the amount of fucking it was just humid all the
They all
time.
speak French,
Yeah,
and that's pretty much like having gills, I think.
it's
It
kind of like
sounds like
having
it does.
gills. Okay.
It's what I'd imagine, like being able to speak English, but you have gills.
It would you would sound like a Frenchman.
I
Okay.
mean, I would
All
hope, I
right.
guess, just so you could breathe.
That makes sense. All right. Okay. But it was I mean, even in the dead of winter, dude, it was humid. It was ridiculous. I don't know. Uh but uh I don't know.
Have
Do
you
you
ever met an
have
alligator?
have I ever what?
Did you
An
ever
alligator?
meet an alligator?
Meet one? I mean, yeah, kind of. Like I've seen
Was he
them.
your best friend?
He was not my best friend. Alligators are fucking terrifying, dude. Are you kidding
All
me?
I need to know is if he was your best friend or not.
It it probably wasn't.
I hope
No.
not,
All
for your
right.
sake.
Yeah, I mean I thought they were cool and they're tasty as fuck, man. Oh, man. And some fried alligator one time and it was like the best fried chicken that I've ever had in my life. And I've never been able to replicate that flavor. So I
Because
think
you
I might
never
have.
cooked with alligator?
I've never cooked with alligator, no.
That would explain why you've never been able to replicate it.
I was trying to make like a cannibal joke there and be like, "Oh," but I couldn't finish the I didn't execute the
It's
punchline.
okay that you've never had. You've never really had alligator. Have you ever had frog legs?
No, I've had alligator. Um I don't think I've had frog legs though because even when I was a child, I thought that was gross.
Yeah,
And
we
I
had
think I'd probably have them now, but you know, back then I was like, I'm not gonna eat a frog leg. What are you talking about? Like we have chickens and cows for that shit.
an alligator.
And alligators.
Because you lived in Louisiana. Obviously, you lived on a bayou.
Yep. Yep.
So that's what I
On a
know.
bayou.
And you had a riverboat that was like just a
A
big
big old
giant
fan
fan.
boat. Yeah.
And that's
I
where
did.
you'd go get your alligator.
Just in that cabin on stilts in the middle of the fucking swamp.
Yeah, and there was a
It's
guy that always wore like a tall fucking black hat and he had voodoo shit on his face. And he was your
mm-hmm.
uncle.
Yeah. That's right. That's where I learned all of my voodoo. Um he was a good dude. Like I mean, if you don't like hold any of the crazy voodoo curses against him, like that's just it's just part of
Of
the
course I don't.
thing. That's the whole voodoo thing. It's basically like Catholicism, but, cooler. There's a lot of ritual, and it's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty awesome. I don't
I
know where
watched
that.
Princess and the Frog, so I know. I understand.
Oh. It's pretty accurate from what I.
Dr. Fusilier, yeah.
Yeah.
And like
I
when he would sing a
I
song,
actually I've actually never seen it.
he's just not a real Southern Midwesterner.
That's right. I guess I'm not, dude. You got me.
Don't
You
speak
got me.
Cajun. You don't exactly know. Could you tell me where Bourbon Street is? If I held up a map,
Oh, no.
I didn't
I
think so. Think
I
so.
just I know it's in New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans either. I know I was, I wouldn't have had any fun. I was a child, a literal like kindergarten through Jesus. 5th grade, 6th grade.
They
6th
have a
grade.
weird
Yeah.
name for counties there, right? Like what are they
Yeah,
called?
they're parishes.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
right.
have counties. I know it blew my mind too.
That sounds so religious.
Yeah. It was very Catholic. Like
I live in the left parish.
uh, yeah.
That's not how it
Well, it
is.
was let me think of uh Lafayette, Louisiana was the town. I think it was just Lafayette Parish. Or no, fuck. Acadiana Parish is one of them. I don't know. I haven't thought about those times in so long.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. It was all right. Like
Mm. I mean,
for
it's the same deal as Kansas, just these tiny little outlets that they
mhm.
give names to.
Yeah. Cuz they have to divide us somehow. You know what I mean?
They always have.
Why are cartographers trying to divide us? They don't they know that boundaries are just like imaginary, man? You know, you
It's
know
all
what I mean?
fake. It's all fake. Who needs. Like, man.
I didn't see any boundaries the last time I was in an airplane looking at the Earth.
Yeah, it
I
just
don't
looks
know.
like a bunch of rock. It looks like a
Yeah,
bunch of rock connected together for no apparent reason at all.
yeah. Like, why? Why connect all this rock? Fucking stupid Earth, man. You know what I
Yeah, stupid Earth. Makes me
Fucking.
sick.
Why haven't we just burned it to the ground already? Like, what are we doing as humans? It's been, how long have humans been on the Earth and they haven't destroyed it yet? Like,
Man, we used to
just
like talk
lazy.
to each other. We didn't say anything, and that was better.
And yeah, can't we just go back to the good old days when we would just paint on the cave walls and hunt mammoths? Those were the good times. Those were the simpler times.
It was simpler, you know. Remember when Jerry discovered fire and he almost burnt his brow? That was hilarious.
That was good. That was really
We don't
funny.
get that anymore. It's
No.
like everybody and their son discovers fire every week now.
Mm.
So they So what? They start a little bit of fire. Just doesn't compare.
It's just not the same. All of this fire nowadays is just, fake fire that the government put to trick us into thinking that we have real fire.
Yeah, there was like MK Ultra, and they tried to force feed mushrooms down my throat while I was just trying to meditate in some glade.
Mm. What what year was that?
1967.
Mm.
Exactly. To the
That was
date.
a fun year. What? I don't know what you just said.
I didn't say
If you
anything.
Oh,
It's, oh
okay.
my
Well,
gosh.
shit.
Oh my
This is
god.
the
This is the
God.
worst.
This is a bad episode.
This is a
Welcome
very
to the
bad episode.
fucking the Dead Air podcast.
Oh boy. Oh
Jesus.
my gosh. I don't think
Yeah.
we've had one cohesive thought in the
No,
past
I mean
46 minutes.
we've been. Oh wow, it's been 46 minutes. You can fill up time with things that I talk about, and then you just listen, and then I think that you are quitting and silent, and I'm just like, okay.
It's not bad. It's what do I say? What do I say to things? How do I say them?
I don't know, man.
Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter. I mean, you could sit here and talk for the next hour about some random bullshit that I discovered throughout the week, but it's not interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I mean, I I think it's mostly interesting. I don't want to fuck you though, so I
I don't
can't
want to
think
fuck
everything
you
you say is
either. Yeah,
interesting.
no, I don't either. I don't want to fuck you.
Okay.
I
All
want to
right.
say I'm bored listening to you talk. I,
Oh,
if
but
I,
you are. I get it.
If I had a revolver and you talking, I would choose the revolver every time. No,
Damn.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not. I mean, we can't have a 10 out of 10 every episode. I mean, last episode was
No.
a 10 out of 10 for sure. This one sucks. I said it
Yeah.
earlier. It sucks dick. But you know what?
Oh.
Who
Yeah.
cares?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay in post.
When we talk about nothing and reach silent for more than 5 to 10 minutes each.
Yeah. Yeah, like I just watched the Audacity waveform just ticking by, and then I see like just a huge gap, and I'm like, oh fuck, well, okay.
Yeah, that's it. What else can you
That's all it
do?
takes.
I mean, you can't do anything.
Yeah. I guess it just goes to show, man, that like we have to do a little bit of preparation,
Yeah.
or at least, write down
Or
a
at least,
handful of
like,
things.
watch the same thing in the same week and have something similar to talk about that we have differing points on.
Yeah,
We talked
that's
about
true.
Squid Game last week, and we had at least something to say about it. This week we had nothing. I mean, we just talked
Yeah.
about random bullshit for an hour,
Yeah.
for 49 minutes.
49 minutes. That's right. Wow.
But not every podcast needs to be an hour and 30.
Nah. Nah. Sometimes they only need to be like 50 minutes.
Exactly 50. Exactly 50 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked
That's
about some stuff. We discussed some real shit.
yeah. We got to the core of some issues. Some deep, we really didn't. I brought up some topics and then it kind of went on to something else, and
Yeah, I mean, it was
now
kind of all over the place.
this is the analysis of your own podcast as you're
It's not
recording it.
episode 10, is it?
No, this is episode 9, I think.
Okay.
No, wait, shit, maybe it's just 8.
It's either 8 or 9. It's not 10. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
not
I know
10.
when 10 is. Because
Yeah.
10 we have to make, like, legitimately good.
Yeah, we have to, like, actually plan some stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah. We keep talking about these super special episodes of, you know, whatever topics that we talk about for hours and hours on end without recording it.
Oh, like
And
Metal
then,
Gear. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a Metal Gear one and a WoW one. And, ooh, a Neon Genesis Evangelion. That needs, like, that's a two-parter, I think.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. That'll require, like, a whole
Quantify.
rewatch, too, and I'm like,
Yeah, for
it'd be
everything.
a lot of work. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I'd have to, like, take notes as I'm watching it. Like, I don't do that shit. It's a lot of work.
It is
When
a
I'm
lot
watching
of work.
stuff, I don't want to be doing work, you know?
No, I want to form my own opinions. I want to be my own person. That's what I want when I watch Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Mm-hmm.
But any show that has Fly Me to the Moon is immediately depressing.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they busted that out during Squid Game, too. And I was, man.
Yeah, they did.
That's some good shit. Anyway. I just thought that, you should know that emptiness is loneliness, and loneliness is cleanliness, and cleanliness is godliness. And God is empty, just like me. That's all I had to share this episode. I just wanted to read those lyrics.
Darkness. But in the darkness, there is always light. It's always the non-metaphorical light is an actual light that takes out the metaphorical darkness.
Well, because darkness and light are just like concepts, you know what I mean? Like they can't exist without each other, too. You know what I mean?
Sure, no, you can't.
Like,
you can't have darkness without light, Elliot. Can't have.
And then you can't define what light is if you don't know what darkness is. You know what I mean? Or if you don't understand
What's
the concept.
the speed of dark?
What's the speed of dark?
You know what the speed of light is. What's the speed of dark?
That's a good question.
Is it the
Scientists
opposite? The exact opposite?
Ooh, maybe.
Get on it.
Yeah,
Let us know.
Team of scientists, producers over there. Let's do it. Let's find out the speed of dark. That's what this podcast is really all about, is finding out the real answers to the questions that matter.
Yeah. The questions about matter that matter.
And questions about matter. Wow, questions about matter that matter, dude. Spin off. What's up? That's a freebie.
Oh shit! Are we gonna go chemistry? Are we gonna go through the whole entire periodic table, the elements?
Do you want to do it by order of number or atomic weight?
All of the above.
Or is that
we're gonna start from the bottom to the top, because everyone I think feels like they start from the top to the bottom. Well, no, we're gonna get those like super rare elements that are only made during a like nuclear reaction. We're gonna get some of those. Yeah. And then we can get some of those other ones that lets us do our due.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. Whatever whatever it is. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't
Yeah. So instead of just dragging this out with fucking nothing to talk about, we can call it here,
either.
huh?
Yeah, this episode sucked. I'm
This is a
sorry.
bad episode,
I'm gonna.
gang.
I'm sorry, Elliot. Yeah, no, this sucked. I'm
Oh,
ending it here.
it's whatever. Um, we'll be back and we will improve. So hold fast.